I use jojoba oil and castor oil on my nails every single day for the last 5 months, and here is everything that happened. Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to talk about all my healthy nail growth tips and this little journey of growing long, healthy nails. I'll get to that one though. To give a disclaimer, there are some videos of me pulling down my nail to show you how brittle they were. So if you are squeamish towards that, I will put a little like warning and then show the clip so you can look away so that you don't get squeamish by that clip, because I know that some people have said that they get really squeamish by nails bending, so yes. So for a backstory, and the reason why I started this whole experiment is because I had builder gel on my nails for my wedding, and I stupidly tried to save some money and remove them myself, and I did a horrible job at it and damaged my nails so much. And I saw a bunch of stuff online saying that jojoba oil and castor oil help your nails grow healthier and stronger, and I didn't really believe it myself, so I wanted to put it to the test and tested it twice a day, every single day on my nails, and here is everything that happened. So after I removed the builder gel, I cut them all short just to begin this test. I've been able to grow my nails, but they would always get to like a certain point and then break on the sides and chip off. And the thing is, my nails have never been this long naturally ever, and this strong as well. So I've been using 100% jojoba oil and 100% castor oil, and I usually just take like a drop of each and then put it on my nail and then rub it into the cuticle. If you want to see the in-depth tutorial, I will link it in the description, but that is the basic premise of how I would do it. I would mix a 50-50 ratio of each of these and then just massage it onto my cuticles for 30 seconds to a minute every single day, twice a day. I would have like a shorter application method of it and a longer application method of it. So as long as you do the oiling twice a day, every single day, and leave it on your nails overnight, you can wipe the corners and like the excess oil off of your hands, but as long as you keep it on your nail cuticle and the underneath of your nail and on your nail, that is where it gives the most difference. So that is my tip on how to apply it. So you don't have to keep it all over your hand if you are someone who gets overstimulated by having oily hands, which like totally fair, me too. What I like to do is I usually do it at night, and then I'll watch something as the oils seep in and then remove any excess oil off of my hands and then sleep with the oil on my nails like that. I will link down my YouTube Shorts tutorial on how to do it down in the description, so if you're interested in getting an in-depth tutorial, it will be there. So getting into the nitty-gritty of this test. In the first month, I did start noticing that my nails were feeling a lot better, but there wasn't really any like full-on changes just yet. But in the second month, that is when I noticed the strength of them coming in. So I've been posting this test onto my TikTok and my Instagram, and on TikTok a nail tech commented and gave a diagram of how I should cut my nails because there was still some of the leftover damage from the builder gel. So I ended up cutting them according to her guideline and her image. And then she also taught me that you're only meant to file in one direction only, because I used to just file in like the sawing motion just because it was quicker and I was very impatient. But since then, I've learned that you are meant to only file in one direction to keep like the integrity of your nail. Another thing that I learned in the 2-month mark of this test was that you are meant to grow your parallel walls. So basically what that means is that I used to file these bits away to give more of a pointy shape to my nail, like that. But you're meant to keep these parallel to your nail bed, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry, I'm flipping you off. So, my bad. So you're meant to keep it parallel to your nail wall so that your nail can grow healthily and strong. So growing that out has helped immensely as well. But the thing is, it isn't just me growing my parallel walls back that has helped me grow super long nails. It has to be the oils, because I've had my parallel walls grown out before, and they would still break and start pulling at the corners when they got to a certain point in length, and they would all just break, and they have never been this strong where I could actually try to like bend them and they don't bend, because previously they would bend instantly from that. So it's definitely the oils that have given the biggest like difference in the length of my nail growth and the strength of my nails, and being able to grow healthy, strong, long nails for once in my life. So what I found along in the third and fourth month is that my nails were the absolute healthiest they've ever been, the strongest they've ever been, and that just like gave me the kick for the last like month to be able to continue to keep them growing and keep them going. Like the 2-month mark is where I saw the most drastic difference, and then they just started improving every month since then. And yeah, 4 months in, I was like, this test is 100% like the best thing I've ever done. My nails have never been this strong because even when I was cleaning things and hitting them onto things, they were not breaking. Like the usual wear and tear that I do every single day while using my hands. I express myself by talking with my hands a lot, and I will hit my nails a ton. And yeah, none of them broke apart from this one in the 4.5 mark, which is unheard of for me. Like my nails break so easily, or used to break so easily before doing this test. But this one, this evil one, broke. That made me so upset, but it is what it is. Because I'd been posting this test onto TikTok, I got a lot of comments saying that I should start using a nail strengthener. And basically what would have prevented this one from breaking is if on the 4-month mark, I would have started using a clear nail polish nail strengthener. The recommendations that I got the most of was the OPI Nail Envy and Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. And I definitely will start using those in the future, but because I had this Essence anti-split one left at home, I decided to just use up whatever product was left of this so that I wasn't wasting product and letting this just go to waste. So I didn't want to buy a new one. So I ended up just using this, and it has helped so much. And I know that if I would have used it in the 4-month mark, this one wouldn't have broken the way that it did, because my nail just started splitting in the corner and eventually fell off and broke off. I still have it here. That might be gross, but don't judge me. I just wanted to show you guys that it did grow. See? Look at that. Don't judge me. If you are doing this test, do the oils on your nails until like the 4-month mark, or when it gets to a point where you can tell that your nails are really struggling and need a little bit of extra help, and then use a strengthening nail polish after. I preferred using these strengthening nail polishes that basically have a thing that says that they are strengthening base coats and things like that. And like I said, those are the 2 recommendations that I got. I will link them below as well if you want to check them out. But since I posted that update onto TikTok, a lot of people were saying, do not use nail hardeners, they damage your nail. But I found the opposite of that, and I've been using them for the last like 2-3 weeks, and they've held up so much better than if I would have just been using the oils, because they are getting to that point that my nail cannot hold the length of these nails. That's why I recommend using a clear nail polish at the 4-month mark to the 5-month mark, especially because when I started this test, my nail beds, physically, this part was a lot shorter, but as you can see in the close-ups, my nail beds are starting to move up and make space to get used to being able to hold longer nails, if that makes sense. And because my nails have grown a lot faster, it is just kind of like trying to hold on to the length of the nails. So using a clear nail polish has helped with holding the strength up. So I've kind of just like had like a 2-in-1 test of seeing whether a clear polish is bad or good. I can conclusively say that using a clear nail polish after getting to a certain point in length does help with your nails. It doesn't make them worse. And the thing is that your nails will still take in the oils because you are putting it on your cuticle and underneath on your nail bed in there. So that is why it still absorbs the oils when you are using oils with a clear nail polish. So yeah, these are my final results. These are the before and afters. And here is a quick montage of every single month and the updates of how they have looked throughout this test. This test has been insane. I highly recommend it to anyone. Please let me know in the comments if you end up trying it out, and come in for updates and let me know how it goes. Basically, I will be going for my honeymoon in a few days. So I'm actually getting my nails done literally in an hour, and I will be getting builder gel on them again just because I have finished this test now. It was initially meant to be 2 months, but I fell in love with the test and ended up testing it for a whole 5 months, and can conclusively say that this test was a success, and I will be going back to it and continue doing it. And you can literally use any castor oil and any jojoba oil 100%. I have added links down below if you want to use the ones that I recommend. So now starts phase 2 of this test, and what I will be doing is getting builder gel now, as I said, for my honeymoon. And I will still continue to use castor and jojoba oil on my nails every single day. So the next phase of this test will be seeing how oils will affect my builder gel, whether it helps them hold better, whether they will cause more lifting, and how the integrity of my nails will hold up after I have removed the builder gel, and if they will be at a better state than they were previously when I have removed builder gel without using oiling on my nails. So if you are interested in that test, I will be posting it onto my TikTok at Sarah Puto, and I'll also be posting onto my Instagram, Saggy Sarah. If you are interested, I will leave both links for my socials below so you can follow along, and I will be linking all of my recommended products in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and for commemorating me in actually sticking to this test for 5 months. But yeah, absolute game changer. I will continue to use jojoba oil and castor oil on my nails for the foreseeable future. It has changed the game. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.